Today we're looking at my top 5 restaurants in Coastal Delaware. Let's go. What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to Living in Coastal Delaware. My name is Matt Lunden. I'm your host and favorite YouTubing Delaware realtor. Today we're taking a look at my top 5 restaurants by category here in Coastal Delaware. For those of you that are new to the channel, we put out content each and every week discussing all things Coastal Delaware and relocating to the area. If that's something that you'd like to see some more of or some more content about, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. That really helps us out here on the channel. Now let's get to it. I have covered my favorite dining spots for breakfast in both Lewes and Rehoboth in previous videos. I've got some plans to bring you guys some more of this style video, maybe with some lunch and dinner spots in each town. It's somewhere down the road. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what my favorites are in a few different categories, just so that if you're new to the area or if you're coming down to the area for the first time, you can easily find a spot that fits what you're looking for in one of these categories. So the categories we're going to be looking at today are best coffee shop, best breakfast spot, best sandwich spot, best bar/pub, and best date night spot. Obviously, I could make the list a whole lot longer with some different categories. So I'm going to have, again, just some more videos on the dining scene coming soon, but I just wanted to get you what my favorites are in at least these categories to start. The best coffee shop, to start it off, the best coffee shop for me, I'm a huge fan of High Tide Coffee and Bowls down in Fenwick Island. I think their coffee is some of the best in the area, and they have a fantastic atmosphere to go along with it. It's situated right there along Coastal Highway in Fenwick, and it's a great morning stop for anybody that's looking for a little pick-me-up in the morning. If you're into acai bowls, I think the ones they have are some of the absolute best. I could sit down there and eat those things all day long. Now let's take a look at the best breakfast spot. This is a tough one. Obviously, like I said before, I made videos on the best breakfast in Lewes and Rehoboth, and I've included many restaurants in those. So if you've seen those videos, you know there's a ton of options out there to choose from, just in those 2 towns alone. But I have to say that my absolute favorite spot for breakfast is going to be Crystal Restaurant in downtown Rehoboth. There's just something about a classic diner without all the frills that I really enjoy. Crystal is one of those spots where you can just expect them to make the classics very well, and it's consistent every time I go. I'm in there probably 2 times a week. It's just great. Let's take a shift and look at some different lunch options. So we're going to start with the best sandwich spot. Honestly, if you've been to Coastal Delaware, or Delaware in general for that matter, you probably have an idea of what I'm going to say. But Casapula's is by far the best spot for sandwiches. Again, not just in Coastal Delaware, but in all of Delaware. They have multiple locations, but they're not a franchise. Each location is actually independently owned by a different member of the family. They all have, put their own little twist on the family recipe, but they are all fantastic. You definitely cannot go wrong with their sandwiches. We love to grab a sandwich, take it with us to eat up on the beach for lunch when we're sitting there enjoying the beach. Now we're going to take a look at the best bar/pub. If you've been to the area or if you live in the area, you understand that there are a ton of options to choose from in this category. So I wanted to consider who had the best total package, from food to atmosphere, views from your seat, and the ability to watch a sporting event on the TV. And when I considered all of those factors, I had to give the nod to Irish Eyes Pub right along the canal in downtown Lewes. They do have another location, which is up there in downtown Milton, but the location in Lewes, sitting right along the Lewes-Rehoboth Canal, is just the best. It offers some of the best sunsets that you can enjoy right from your table or bar stool. It's just fantastic, and you can typically catch my family eating there at least one time during the week in the summer. We even get some of their specials in the winter. Again, it's just one of our favorites. When we take a look at the best date night spot, I could have gone, again, in many different directions with this one. However, I am a sucker for a perfectly cooked steak, and that's why I had to choose Theo's Steaks, Sides, and Spirits in downtown Rehoboth. Their 16-ounce Chateaubriand is what dreams are made of. I would consider it the best steak at the beach. The atmosphere in there is intimate, but it's not really too stuffy like you can get at some places. And when we have guests in town, I always recommend that they go check out Theo's and just have a meal there, and I always get great feedback. So they definitely get the tip of the cap for the best date night spot in Coastal Delaware. Go check them out next time you're in town. That's a wrap on today's video. If your favorites for these categories did not make the list, let me know down in the comments. Or if you haven't tried some of these spots, next time you go, please let me know. I would love to hear what you think. For those of you that are considering buying or selling real estate here in Delaware, or maybe you know someone that's looking to buy or sell real estate here in Delaware, I would love the opportunity to work with you. So I have all my information right here on the screen. There's also a link down in the description that'll take you to a form that you can fill out, and it'll put you in contact with somebody from my team. That way we can make sure that we get the right plan for you. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.